I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Thank you. Whoops. I did all the spiel. I was very, very clever, smart, and I didn't mess up any words at all. None of that is true. I was not smart, I was not clever, and I messed up many words. Welcome in Ozza, Boz, and Anarchy. As I said previously, but you weren't listening to me. Yes, that's how I'm deciding to frame it. We are going to head over to the library and work more on that. However, first of all, I'm going to sleep the night away and see if I can do a little bit more trading so I can repair my tools. Now, please tell me about your Christmas. When do we ever listen? I mean, you listen to me say that. Ergo, I win. I don't need you. What I need is these books. That's right. Because I need another 14 Thorns books. So, as I'm trading anyway... Alright, I'm not trading. Nope, they don't want to talk to me. That's fine. Don't talk to me. See if I care. I'll give them a moment. They're never happy to work first thing in the morning. Just come over here and grab some eggs. Do I have enough eggs? Not yet. Getting there. Touche. I win! I want an argument with Boz. Say argument. Doesn't seem fair to call that an argument. It's just a contradiction. Right, these bits go in. Some iron I picked up goes over there. Bits and pieces, stuff and things. Welcome in, Awinch. Who is not first? You're quite right. But you are here within 4 minutes of me starting to stream and within 2 minutes of me starting to talk officially. I may have forgotten that on my microphone. So earlier today, I tried to do a thing because I was playing with Firebot to get things set up. I have a plan to increase the number of channel point redemptions, but I need to set up a way to automate it so every time I go live in Minecraft, it can pick up a selection. So my theory is if I do 20 channel point redemptions, just say, you can pick 3, and let the bot pick 3 every time. I can just... Whether I press a button or whether it's automatic, I'll probably do it as a button, to be honest, and just go, yep, pick 3, and it will disable all of them and enable 3 at random. That's the plan. But there's so many things to do to set it up because I want audio alerts for each of them. And one of the things I was working on today, or trying to work on today, was I wanted the sound of a coin landing in water. And I couldn't download the MP3. I could only watch the thing that I will grab it off that. And so I recorded the video of it so that I could extract the audio, except my Audacity didn't accept the audio file. And I know that my old computer would have. So I need to check what codec software I put on there so I can figure it out later. Or I'll just do it on my old computer. And whilst doing it, I'll know what to do in the future. Kay, welcome in. I nearly said Happy New Year. It is not New Year. What is this? Ad time is not new. Ad time has been there for a while. We've used it before. However, I've done a little bit of setup so that it's automated. And ad time should go automatically. In fact, it is. It tells me that it's running. And it does a little message in chat to say what it is. Just so that when someone redeems it, I don't then have to always explain. I can go, the bot's got it. Plus, it saves me pressing the button that normally says something along the lines. It's time to pay up. Something along the lines of, thanks for sticking through the ads. That normally I post that by pressing a button. Now it's automated. And Oath, welcome in. Diamond. Sure, we can do it. I've added a single audio... No, 2 audio alerts for Wishing Well. That is one of them. I'll go over there in a second. Let me hold on to my hoe. Like that. Like that. And like that. And then we'll go through the diamond in for Oath. Welcome in, Danielle. Now, seeing as Awinch and Oath and Danielle have all just snuck in, I need to ask them all, how was your Christmas? And same to Kay. I don't think Kay was here when I asked it the first time. I actually might be able to send you some VC this morning, actually. It's Christmas! Again. Good throw. That worked out surprisingly well. Whole life. I mean, yeah, I've been spending a little bit of time cutting down trees and gathering saplings. Dun 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 dun. See, I'm spot on. It was my first Christmas with my son in 5 years. I'm still recovering. I'm surprised. I know that you don't always have your son for Christmas. I didn't think it would have been 5 years. That's surprising. Holiday's been good so far, says Danielle. The Hubs bought me a 34-inch curve gaming monitor. Can I marry your husband? No, I don't think Mrs. Dragon would be. Actually, she might not care. We can ask. That's rather cool. In some ways, I would love a 34-inch gaming monitor. However, I'd need a new desk. His dad went to Germany for 3 years, so even on my holidays, it was with his dad because it was the only time he got off. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's fantastic that you were open to that. Not everyone would be. Some parents, when divorces happen or split-ups happen, will go, no, you had him for last Christmas, I want him this Christmas. But the fact that you were able to work it out, it shows a lot of strength of character that not everyone has. I might hate him, but I love my son. Yeah. But a lot of people would go, this is my holiday. Danielle has spotted Bossington. Boz, be careful. She hugs and she squeezes so hard. You might squish. Right. What did I come over here? I was so diamond in. We're going to be working on that place. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's go back. Did I miss anything? I think I'm on top. Squished confirmed. Good. It's how it should be. But yeah, channel point redemptions, I want to revise them. I also want to add a lot more voice clips to it. I would like to be as professional as Boz. That is my lofty goal. It's going to take a lot to get there, but I want to do it. I want some more. Oh, my hoe is repaired. Riot! I have it on good authority that I give awesome squishies. I didn't say they weren't awesome. I just said that they might be squishy. That's all. You know, in the point where you squeeze hard enough because you love people so much that they can't breathe. If you love someone, let them go before they die of... What's the word? I'm just going to say squishies, but there's a better way of saying it. Right, this can be updated to be 12 because I've gained 2 books. And while I'm in here, we want to trade with you for some bricks. I could also do with taking emeralds with me. We have another stonemason in the pottery barn, whatever it's called. How 2 lava buckets appeared when I just picked... Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I want to get rid of this iron. We do not need it right now. I want to pick up some emeralds. And get rid of the arrows. The other stuff I may need, I cannot think of right now, and unfortunately for me, we are working close to home. In your pop. I don't know what happened to my... Oh, it's in here. It's fine, I got it. In fact, let's take the hoe and put it in. And do that. I'm more likely to need my bow than I am my hoe. You know what they say? Bows before hoes. I think that's what they say. I may have misheard. I haven't cleaned my ears out lately. I want to continue working on building the wraparound, and then we may work on the roof after that. This bit here, where it protrudes out, should be covered up with a fake shop, so that we do not see it. Effectively, there will be a shop on the corner, and it will just extend past it. But this could be the back rooms, which you don't see. See, makes sense. But the outer shell will, I think, go to here. It might not. It might go to here, and then we just have a small shop here. We'll figure that out from Creative World. What else am I going to need? I think I need more spruce, but I'll check in Creative World. Priority's got to be granite and bricks. And we have some bricks in here and some downstairs. Bricks! That actually works out quite well. And I'll take the polished granite. Why not? Let's head on over to creative and work out what my path is. I'm not going to do the banners. We've already done the trapdoors for the window... What is it? Window flaps? Shutters, that's the word. How was your Christmas? My Christmas was pretty darn good. I relaxed and chilled with Mrs. Dragon. And Jasmine. It was just the three of us in the house, and it was lovely. Now, if I were to work out how deep this is, that would probably be a good way of doing it. And then I can build up from there. There's sections that are not covered, and that's fine. What I may do back here is just ignore it and go, yeah, it's a bit of space, it's a bit of void space we're not using, and have the building square, allowing the roof to be square. Hello, Polly Architect. Welcome in, and thank you very much for the follow. So I'm going to do that, and what I would suggest, if we take... I think I've alternated. Maybe I didn't. Hang on. Let's see on this side. I alternated it over here, so we'll do the same on the side. Following solely for the reason you just called them window flaps. Ah! What? I shall call them window flaps more often. Maybe my viewership will soar higher than it's ever been. It's worth a try. So this corner goes all the way up. Ah! Double clicking when in creative. Bad idea. Not double tapping. So and joins in on the right. Welcome in, Dustwolf. How you doing? But yeah, our Christmas was chilled and relaxed. It's kind of what we needed, especially over the last couple of months. We've been both busy and a lot's gone on. Recently I had a death in the family, so there was that to deal with. Let's see. I'm just going to count it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I'll put the... Yeah, so it's 22. Disconnect. Connect. Oh, it's nighttime. Maybe I should sleep. Thankfully, I have a bed in here. I need granite anyway. Just go grab it. Go get granite and sleep at the same time. Be a wise idea. So close. One day I'll nail it. In fact, I have nailed it, but there's no proof. No one's ever seen it. But it does happen, I promise you. So granite out the chest and we're good. Granite. I'll take some more emeralds because we're going to get the opportunity to trade. Let's try it. I don't think you would have refreshed in here, but glad I checked. I was supposed to check for brick. Clearly, my brain is still too relaxed. Brick and bricks. That'll work nicely. While we're flying, we make the sum up. There's 22, including the front and back bit. Oh, I forgot about this bit, but that's okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then this should be the corner, hopefully. I'll check it in a moment. Gingerbeard Man, welcome in, and thank you for the resub. 56 months. And that's why Gingerbeard Man has an old face next to his name in chat. If he best just... I mean, Danielle has the same old face. It's my face, but it's still old. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong. It's so wrong. Okay, back to work. I didn't realise you were at work already. There's a few people that are already back at work. I'm avoiding it so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, this is the corner here. If we take this out, I'll drop down and gracefully land like that. It also lines up with the back wall, which is where it should be. Love it when things go to plan. And I didn't make the error. I realised the error and fixed it. I can do that. It's rare, but I can. That is your face. Seems awfully square. Hey, nothing wrong with having a square jaw. Right, that side is 1, which means this side is 2. Now, realistically, I don't think much of this will be shown, but I'm still going to fill it in because it feels right to. Nope. Brick. That. I think there'll be stuff going up to this bit going across. It won't be brick, it'll be something else. But that does mean that this section needs filling in. Plus, probably the bit in front. I'll do the 2 deep while I can reach it. Geronimo! Oh wow, actually worked. Oh, I'm honest, I'm sort of surprised. I remember now. Wait, what? Do you remember what it was that I said I was going to say? Oh yes. I seem to remember you said it was something that might be a bit rude, but I can't remember what it was. But I'm also okay with it, I think. I know this bit isn't that important, but it felt rather good to have it done. A lot of this will be hidden, including the backside of the build. However, it's going to be a while before I cover up the backside, so I'd like it tidy in the meantime. Tidy-ish. Even this whole bit here probably wants a little bit of landscaping up to it. But I've got enough dirt. I should be able to do that without too much difficulty. It wasn't rude, it was obnoxious. Isn't something that's obnoxious normally rude? Just rude in a different way, right? Oh. Don't expect me to brain. I'm on holiday, as is my brain. I mean, my brain is often on holiday, even when it's not supposed to be, but point still stands. Oh, that's wrong. That's also wrong. How should I make this so wrong? Huh? Huh? Okay. This side that I did wrong. I was not expecting that. I thought this side would be perfect. Right, shooting along here, we got 2 deep on the top one, so 1 deep over here. Perfect! This will be mostly just filled in. I'm going to bridge across here. I need it to line up with that corner. Ugh. I love to see the iron farm actually working. For a long time, it wasn't, but I wasn't that worried about it. I wasn't in the area, so it's kind of one of those things that you go, I should fix it, but do I need to fix it right now? However, now that we're working in the area, it does make sense to have it creating stuff. If anyone else has recordings they want to send me, feel free to get in touch. Or just send them, I suppose. If you want some ideas as what I'd like, message me. I have a long list. In fact, the list has been growing significantly. Hang on, I'm having a quick look. Bear with. Oh! Right. Sorry, I just saw a thing. It confused me. Channel rewards? So far, my list of potential channel point redemptions to add to the list that I have written down. Why are you confused? I'm not confused. Well, so my list so far, I have go on a mission to get ancient debris. Go on a mission to get diamonds. My next meal being a stack of rotten flesh. What else is on the list? One moment. Spider eye lunch. I might add that. Exploding fireworks. Go fish. No armor. Inverted controls. Fart rockets. There's a few others in here, although I need to decide whether I want them or not. They are very, very approximate ideas. But each of the different things need some sound to go with them. Or lots of sound if I can. We have some brick. We do that. Let's go over this way. I can drop down at the right point. So this is in line with the wall. Go whoop, here. I failed to do that, didn't I? Should have paid attention. Right, so in line with this bit is the corner. Does mean this comes out. It'll be granite all the way up, and then we just alternate one side, the other one side. You know what I mean? Can't reach. So there. So the top one would be 2. Doing it in reverse. That. And then there and there. Makes sense. That makes sense, right? This goes across. Simple. On this back wall, we focus on doing granite there, and there. There's a bit of a gap to fill in, but it's all brick, or at least it's all brick for now. I may try and add texture later. However, it's not required. It's a nice to have, and depends on how visible that will become. Looking good. Any chance I can get some more brick? What would be really clever is to preload on brick, so I have lots, but I didn't do that. And that's fine. Let's just fill that in. So it'll be slabs all the way around, including on top of this bit. So I may grab the granite slabs. Gives me a chance to build the roof up. The roof on the inside is supposed to be spruce, and on the outside it's supposed to be tough. You could go clay mining. I could. I have a fair amount of clay. I'd like to not use it. I know that you can farm clay relatively easy. Well, you can farm clay, but I also quite like it as a block to have a reasonable amount of. It's a nice grey. It's not too... It's not got too much going on. So I appreciate it. Wanted to make sure that was lit while I thought of it. I do the same down here. Whoop. Tell you what, let's grab... I still haven't got an iron golem head. I'm hoping it's possible. Should be possible. It should be in the data pack. But it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I have clay. I could make it into bricks, but realistically there's enough other stuff that I can fill my time with other bits and then get brick in the background. Bricks as a trade is quite easy to do. Okay, take those. And we'll take that. So let's do. I want a little bit of iron to trade and some iron to go in there. We'll go next door and do a bit of trading. It's not going to be a bottleneck. There's large enough areas and it's simple enough to do that I can happy to wait until I just happen to have enough. Oh. While I'm here. It's the roof that's going to be a little bit more of a problem because I've done the inside with an easy to find resource, i.e. spruce. The outside was tough, and that's going to be a little bit annoying. We do that, and we'll take it with us just in case. Perfect. Kind of annoying. I can't just hold forwards and click. There we go. And by this being slabs, it's non-spawnable and I don't have to light it up, which is what I want. I don't want a well-lit roof. Good. I'm going to need a lot more tuff, so I may need to do a little bit of digging for that. Which I'm sort of tempted to do underneath where storage is. Would you like to... yeah, you would, of course. Perfect. Thanks. See? Brick. Easy to come by. Boop. Take all the brick and we'll try and fill this in. Don't think I need anything other than these two walls. Pretty sure. That'll be it. At least for this build. Is it dark down there? It is, but I'm not overly worried about it. I'm keen to get this done because there is a plan for January to start using the library. So having the blocks in place, probably a good idea. You could go clay mining an adventure. I mean, I could, but I don't think clay mining is a particular adventure. Sort of thing that you just decimate a biome for and go, eh. I'd rather spend that same time gathering tuff that's actually difficult to gather. Did I put my ender chest down? I did not. Where's my ender chest? Oh, trading hall. I knew that. Totally new. Never mind. Okay. Darn it. Right, this shulk box is empty, so we'll throw the stuff in here. Did I know it was empty when I opened it? No, I just hoped it was empty, and I figured if I said it was empty, it would become empty. I have willpower to change the world. We'll take these. Plenty of frog lights. And take that one. That should do. I think. Confidence? Yeah, some. Rockets. I need rockets. Give me a stack of rockets. In fact, give me 2 stacks of oh. I'll wait a little bit longer this time. 2 stacks of close enough. Ow. If I poke my nose down here, I think there were pockets of tuff that I haven't yet gathered that are relatively fine. There's definitely some areas that need lighting up. So, yeah. See, I told you it needed lighting up. Let's switch this out with the fog lights. Well, that ledge looks a little bit dark. What is up there? Everything's fine. That work? Dark over there too. See, I've done a lot of travelling down these caves, but because I've done it so sporadically, I know I haven't lit everything up, but finding the bits that I haven't lit up, it's kind of difficult. But if I'm exploring and lighting things up simultaneously, that's okay. Thank you for the lurk, Danielle. Always appreciated. Right, so he's done here and wants to murder me. I have a bow. My bow is powerful. Ah! As is my torchification. That's an enderman over there. Everything is fine. A little bit dark around here, but yeah, otherwise fine. There. Not too difficult. Watch me do all of this work and find practically no tuff. Hello. I told you it was dark. So that is a few zombies. Boop. And all of this area where a light up will help with server load, so it's a good area to light, even if I don't necessarily think it's got a lot of resources I need. Ah! Jumpy! Hello! How you doing, Jumpy? You're definitely Jumpy, I'm not. What I am is scared. Very different thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Leaving, 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 leaving. I don't know how much of this I've explored. Don't blow up my light. Worked hard for that light, you know? How is Jumpy today? We're going to light this up. Boop. We're going to glide over gracefully and with style and grace and dignity and all the other things that I wish I possessed. Money. Seems okay. Also, that looks a... Oh no. I was going to say a little bit like Tuff. It is not Tuff. It is... Tuff! Found some! I knew there'd be some around here. Let's just go up here first and... Wow, fair bit of it. Glorious Tuff. Glorious. Not much in this pocket, but... It'll do. I'm okay. The loud cricket that was plaguing my bedroom is dead. Was it plaguing it loudly enough that you killed it? How did it die? Natural causes? Or Jumpy's foot? Or Jumpy jumping on it? It was so loud. Are you trying to justify the murder? Sounds like justifying a murder. I'm not judging you. Mostly because I tend not to judge people who kill things because, you know, they're not the sort of people you want to mess with. Poison. Couldn't reach it with a smosh. Okay. Not what I expected you to say, to be honest. Right. That was a small area. But stacking a bit. I'll take it. Ah, hello. Let's how to work. Head over here. There's some over in here. If I'm clever, which I'm not claiming to be, do that. Lighting up the area. And potentially giving me protection? I don't know. Listen, I've been sleeping at night. I'm not going to let an insect take that away from me just because he wanted to... That's fair. And don't get me wrong, I probably would have killed it way before you did. It's just that you are the kind of person who doesn't resort to violence easily. You're selfless. And I'm proud of you for taking matters into your own hands. It was an escaped spider food anyway. Ah, okay, gotcha. It's all making sense now. Poor girl, now her boyfriend is dead. I mean, maybe she's happier this way. Who are we to know? He could have been a jerk of a boyfriend. We'll never know, but it could have been. If it helped me sleep at night, I would have done it and then told myself that, he probably snored. And he probably never took the trash out. She's better without him. Doesn't have to be true, but I can tell myself that and I can feel good. Ah! Sorry. Didn't want it to suffer anymore. I can't really throw stones. I just murdered a bat. What did it do to me? It scared me. And I don't want it to show me up again like that. Because we know that if I didn't do something about it now, in 5 minutes' time, the same thing will happen again. And I'll look even more of a scaredy cat. Not just spooked by a bat once, but spooked by a bat twice. That's what they'd say about me. Been my obituary and everything. Here lies Zach, killer of bats. But it's better than here lies Zach, who's scared of bats that are completely harmless. Bats are adorable. Oh, I'm not saying they're not. But I couldn't run the risk of him damaging my reputation anymore. Already proved that I'm a bit scared. So I'm enjoying the size of this Tuff thing. This is a good size. Boops Jumpy. Don't poop Jumpy. Careful. Jumpy can boop back. I've been licked by a bat in real life. Looked back, touched it, was incredibly stupid, but I didn't know one could get rabies from a tiny scratch that doesn't break skin. Yep. You know, thankfully you lived to tell the tale, and now you do know, you can tell others. Here lies Zach, who was scared of bats, thought he could be the killer of bats. Turned out, they had the last laugh. And you know, at least we haven't got derpy streams to watch anymore. Only left are the professional Minecraft streamers. Not just that man who spends ages digging Tuff because he decides that Tuff is the best block to build with, even though he doesn't have any. What a fool. Go away. I do like Tuff. I never built with Tuff. Well, there's a first for everything. And once you do, you can't go back. It's just too good. It's a nice half shade between deep slate and cobble. Well, not cobble. And stone. It works really well. And I've used quite a lot of it. And the next thing I want to build is the roof for the library. Realistically, I don't often get loads of Tuff, so if I get more than I need, I'm happy with that, and then there'll be some for the next project. There will inevitably be more projects that need Tuff. And unlike some materials, I don't get a lot of it just from playing. Some resources you end up with anyway. You get dirt anyway. It's one of those things. You might play Minecraft, you end up with dirt. Chests of the stuff. Stone, same story. Tuff, not so much. I'm good, says Dutchwolf. Got the one thing I wanted. What was the one thing you wanted? If you don't mind my asking. If you do mind my asking, just say. I won't be offended, and I won't push. Webcam, okay. See, I have a webcam. It's attached to Mrs. Dragon's computer. I nearly borrowed it back a little while ago because I intended to have a Lego stream. I was going to set up another desk next to my desk and go, yeah, I've built some Legos on stream. That'd be fun. I may do that at some point, but it's not on my current radar. My current radar is play Minecraft and Portal 2. In case anyone hasn't seen, I've posted my schedule for the week. I amended my artwork for my schedule. It looks slightly better than before. Not by a lot, because it was already pretty good, I think. There was a few refinements I wanted to do. So I made the box that says the date a little bit bigger. I put another box at the bottom to say what time, giving me a little bit more visibility for the game that I'm playing. So my stream cards have a slot for each day. The box saying what I'm streaming is a square box, so it just has the key art for the game. And previously, I used to have the time sitting on top of it, towards the bottom of it, but on top nonetheless. And now, it's beneath it. Also gives me the ability to add other extra information if I wish. I've mocked up a few notes that I can put on planned streams. For example, on Friday, I'm playing Portal 2, and it's the first time I've ever played it, so I could put a little tag on there saying first look. And I plan to try and do that in the future whenever I'm playing a new game. I will put first look on it. Or if I have a special event stream. For example, I was running through with Mrs. Dragon when we went for a walk, my ideas for what kind of extra information I might want to add to that tile. Things like first look, or if, for example, I went, oh, I'm doing a 6-hour stream, I put 6-hour stream on that bit. Oh, wow. Pockets full. It's working quite nicely. Or Takeover, which is actually the first one I designed. I want to see that stream Friday. An earlier hour than normal, because Mrs. Dragon is out for the day. I figured if I start earlier, I might get a chance to stream longer than normal, and B, it gives me more of an opportunity to continue working through the game if I'm struggling. It's much nicer being able to start early and run long if I wish, rather than starting at my normal time where I go, okay, I'm 3 hours in, it's bedtime. That's the plan. If you remember, send me a DM right before you go live. You can set a timer to it. I've already announced the dates. Put an alarm on you. Oh. I'm assuming you get notified when I go live, Jumpy. You're signed up for notifications, right? In all the different platforms, including Discord and Twitch, Twitter, and Blue Sky. You get notified, right? But I want to inconvenience you. You are never an inconvenience, Jumpy. You're always a delight. I played Portal a couple of years ago now, and whilst it was a long time after the game came out, I still enjoyed it thoroughly. And a lot of people that watched were able to do so knowing full well that they've played it, and know better than me. But I did it without assistance, and most people are impressed. I've been playing Hollow Knight. Have you tried it? I have not. I'm aware of it. I think I watched Wells Knight play it a few years ago. I don't get notifications. They annoy me, so I always hit no. On Discord, you can sign up to being in the notification squad. So I tag, whenever I go live, I do an @notification squad. So if you are, it's a role. You just react to the react button, you get the role. So you get a ping when I go live. Just an option. I'm also pausing now so I can drink my tea. I made tea. I shan't. Okay. I made tea an hour and a half ago for Mrs. Dragon, thinking it's a bit early for me to make mine for stream, so I'll wait. But I've been thinking about the tea ever since. Hollow Knight's so pretty. Oh, absolutely, Jumpy. As I say, I've not played it, but I've watched a fair bit of it being played. The sort of thing I would enjoy playing, but I'd probably end up playing it on stream. It's well suited to my ROG. I have a ROG Ally, which is a handheld PC with joysticks. It's like an Xbox controller with a screen in the middle of it. And I would happily take that and play on it. I've been playing Spyro, although I haven't played for the last 2 months. I've been a little bit busy. But after I finish Spyro, I need to pick my next game. And that's the sort of game I might play on it. Oh, I could go for Plucky Squire. We'll see. I've got a fresh coffee, and the soundtrack is so good. Soundtrack? Oh, to Hollow Knight. I thought you meant your coffee. I'm like, your coffee comes with soundtrack? Oh. I want to talk about Christmas presents, but I shall do it after I finish my tea. Give me a second. Right, much better. Tea is finished. So, I have a thing where people ask me what I want for Christmas, and normally my answer is I don't really want anything for Christmas. If I wanted something, I would have bought it by now. Please don't get me a Christmas present. Just, you know, come up and say Merry Christmas. Or we can play some games together. That would be fun. Growing up for me, Christmas was all about the time with family, and I very much enjoyed how many people came around for dinner and card games, and that was the most important thing of Christmas. And is still the most important thing of Christmas. It's spending time with family, and especially family that you don't often get a chance to spend time with. But a lot of people insist that they have to get you a present. I can't not get you a present. And because there is nothing I really want, if I wanted it, I would have bought it, and I don't want that many things anyway. People insist on getting me things that I don't really need. It is interesting to see that you end up with a stereotype. And apparently, my stereotype is that I like cats and I like tea. I got multiple presents involving cats and tea. Oh, and socks. Cats on socks. I've been burning so many hours, my thumbs. Okay. But you're enjoying it, right? The first gift I got from my husband, this was before he was even my boyfriend, was a shirt that says, my thumbs... Really? That's really cool. Yeah, a lot of people end up getting me t-shirts because you wear t-shirts. You can't go wrong with a t-shirt. I'm like, I mean, no, I do have quite a lot of them. I get gifted them quicker than I wear through them. So, thanks, but now I've got to work out what I'm gonna do with them. But yeah, I got gifted tea. Oh, I got a new cup with a cat on it. I'm not using it today, although it is possibly going to be in rotation. It's a good size cup. When I go live, I tend to go with a large cup of tea. Hang on, I'll see if I can find a photo. Give me a second. Right, I have the cup that I was gifted for Christmas. Ah! I'm taking pictures of said cup. I'm going to post them on Discord. Thank you, Waywinch. You really didn't need to do that when I couldn't do anything about it and I was scared. I'm going to die and I haven't even got my coordinates. Oh, stressful. Alright, I'm posting the pictures. Bear with. Boop, boop. There. 2 pictures of said cup. It's got a cat on it. And it's a cup of positivity. I quite like that. It's a good sized cup. That would make a good cup of tea. Although, I have so far used it for 1 cup of coffee. I know I've changed. Just fancied a coffee. Another thing I got gifted for Christmas was coffee. And coffee syrup. Not coffee syrup, syrup to put in coffee. So I got some caramel syrup and some vanilla syrup. So yes, everyone knows me for drinking hot drinks, wearing socks and t-shirts, and cats. That's what my presents end up being. And I don't mind it. It kind of fits. In fact, if everyone bought me tea for Christmas, I'd be quite alright with that. It's a present that I will actually use and enjoy, which is not always guaranteed when it comes to presents. How are we doing on? We're doing good on Tuff. This is none of this was visible before. This has all come from me digging out Tuff. But yeah, it's a cute mug. My sister-in-law got me that mug. She did a very good job. We'll have to tell her that. But yeah, it's a good sized cup. It's a large cup? Not massive, but large. We are going with light in there. Not as good as my butts mug, but still pretty good. I mean, can anything be as good as a butts mug? Can it, Jumpy? I think the answer is probably not. Much like the question, is any streamer as good as I am? Probably not, you know. It's a tough hole to fill. Hole? It's a tough something to something. What's the expression? Boots to fill, that's the word. Sorry. I shall show you a picture, in one moment. Jumpy is very, very happy to show her butts to people. Wait. You know what I mean? Or do you? I did dig out here. Okay. Wow. Big area. While I'm up here, let's get in towards the Shulkersworth. I am a very happy boy. Jumpy will show her butts to anyone? Yeah, it seems about the right wording. Could be misinterpreted, but you know exactly what I meant, right? Sometimes the butts are hot. Only when it's got fresh coffee in it. This is such a massive area that was all tough. I can't believe it's been this big. I'm thrilled. I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. And I did say I would just keep going until the vein was done. But still, I wasn't expecting this. All the Tuffs and some copper stuff. There we go. Posted! This is where you get more reactions for your butt than I get for my cat. Just goes to show you. People's appreciation is not quite right. Doesn't line up with what it should be. Continue, because this is still the vein, although I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going all the way over here. I'm okay with it. How amazing my favourite coffee mug is. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it made me make me feel less good about my present if more people react to it positively than react to mine. So, you know, just saying, you're risking my happiness. Are you willing to take that risk, Jumpy? Are you? You are, aren't you? What you're saying is you're jealous of how cool I am. I mean, that's one way of phrasing my feelings. Not entirely sure that is how I would phrase it, but you know. Oh, I can't see any more Tuff through this bit, so yeah. Must be all done. This is kind of ridiculous. Have I not dug enough? I do have a shovel in here somewhere. Yeah, I've got to that point of dedication. I'm breaking out the shovel. Never thought it would happen, did you? These are unforeseen times? No, what's the word? What's the expression? Why is my brain so limited today? Zug, welcome in. We're all jealous of how cool Jumpy is. Zug, I can't believe you came into chat and that's the first thing you said today. But annoyingly, I can't disagree. I wish I could, but I can't. Not just because I'm afraid of Jumpy. It's not just that. partly that, but it's not just that. Okay. Deep is this? Tough. I need to put my shovel away. I need to put my tuff away. Okay, that's all the tuff. And then we continue. Again, wasn't planning to dig this much, but I keep running out of the stuff. So I'm taking it all. Hug Zoog. Jumpy Spider Lady spots that Zoog needs a hug and rushes over to facilitate. Zac the Six Hug. Zac the Six Hug. Do you know the most ridiculous thing about that? This month, as in December 2025, we have gone over just over 3 times my sub goal. That's the amount of generosity we've had this month. And yet, Zac the Bot, somehow, despite being in chat the whole time while I'm live, didn't get one of those gifted subs. How? I don't know. I've had like 130 gifted subs this month. Zac the Bot doesn't get any. Ah! I'm really glad I looked up at just the right time to see that. That was uncomfortable. Then how about I made a New Year's resolution to lose £20, only £24 to go. That worked better as a first message. I mean, I may have just lost a little bit of weight. Just a little bit of weight. From stress and sweat, obviously. I also may need to add trousers to my wish list. Zug, thank you. Thank you for spending those hard-earned channel points and redeeming them in a way that everyone can enjoy. Because who doesn't enjoy hearing me panic and squirm? Okay. Seeing no tough. Let's go with... This goes in. This comes out. In your pop. We're good. There's another creeper over there. Do you know what? I don't trust you. Perfect. Ow! Ow! Creeper! Where am I going? Oh. Not over here, but you know. I've ended up over this way. And it's away from those mobs, so doesn't seem like the worst thing I've done today. This seems like the right way. Because this feels like where I normally hunt my glow squid. Being shot at. There is a trident around. I was going to say, where it is? Where is it? Found it. Or it found me. Oh, I still haven't gained a trident. Still. Fishing rod? Sure, great. I want a trident. I've killed enough drowns in this world. I deserve a trident. I think it's this way. Oh, look. Me and my sense of direction and yet inability to fly. Made it out! I'm alive! And yes, that's normally the moment where I splat into a tree, but I didn't. I've gained eggs instead, though. Lots of... Oh, have some more. One moment. Ow! Wow, are you wowing my ability to fly? I know, it's pretty darn amazing. Nope. There we go. Click on the chest. Kind of difficult. Kind of difficult. Seems good enough to me. Oh, there we go. Got some more. Look at all those chickens! Right, I'm going to poke my head inside, offload this junk. I like the way the chickens push you around. You like seeing me pushed around, eh? Huh? It's understandable, I suppose. Be 1 second while I blow my nose. No one wants to hear that, so I'm going to mute my microphone like a good boy. That's better. I can breathe again. Next, I need a chest. Sure, that'll work. Boop, 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 boop. All the stuff and things to be sorted by future Zach. Current Zach doesn't like future Zach. Clearly. I want that. I'm taking these. And these. And this. I will need to grab spruce. We'll do that in a bit. In the meantime, let's go murder some chickens. Why? Because I have enough. Thanks for helping with my offhand. XP, you see? Sweeping edge, sharpness would be a good idea. I don't have that, so we'll just do it the hard way. There's so many of them, it takes so long without sweeping edge. But look at that XP just flowing in. No survivors. Wait, they escaped! Where do you come from? Ooh. I would always buy mangrove. Always. Ha! Right, feathers can go in. Like so. I will do something with the feathers eventually. In the meantime, let's start hatching these eggs. And offloading stuff. Wow, they really do escape from the... Hitting with the sword propels them quite high. Right, in we pop. I'm cooking up chicken so that I will have loads of food and then never have to worry about it again. At least that's the plan. Hello, sir. We'll buy my iron. And you will send me brick. Wow. Okay. See all of this pottering around and making a small amount of progress, I quite enjoy. It's the hanging around in Minecraft and going, yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'll play it slowly. Each time I just kill a chicken, get a little bit of progress. I'm quite happy. Minecraft doesn't have to be done quickly. Be done slowly. Oh, we're on the surface again. We are! I'm alive! Somehow. As are some of my chickens. And they're hiding. And escaping! Right, there is some eggs in there. This is going through quite happily. It's slow now, but that's fine. We've got feathers that I probably want to relocate into a shulker or something. It's the sort of thing that I don't really need a lot of, but trading them for emeralds isn't especially worth it, and I'd like to keep feathers so that if and when I want to make something out of them, I can. So if we do this, feathers go in. 1 second. So I can hear voices. I'm not going crazy, I promise. Mr. Dragon is on the phone. I can hear her. Don't think she realizes how loud she is. Right. Eating. Yep, chicken in front of the chickens. Taking these. And that. Perfect. So that will happily click away until it's empty. I've got loads more chicken. That's going to take a while to cook, but I'm okay with that. Feathers are filling up. We've got supplies. We've got mangrove. I believe the next I'm going to need is spruce. But before we take a trip to the logging cabin, I'm just going to do a little trade, seeing as he's probably refreshed over here. Some more brick. Then we disconnect. Connect to creative. And yep, the top is done out of Tuff. Just check the inside. Doesn't look quite good like that. How do I take a screenshot so I know what I'm doing? Probably here? Now, that's dark oak. Oh, is this oak? This is oak. I don't need spruce at all. I need dark oak. Oh, I need spruce. Okay. But only a little bit of spruce. Dark oak. Regular oak. Gotcha. So I did oak in the ceiling there and also oak in the ceiling over here. Gotcha. But the Tuff was a good shout. I'll probably just fill that wall in even though it's getting other stuff on the front of it. I can switch out later. Let's do a T so I can open the screenshot. If I put this window over here, which you can't see, but that's fine. And then there with. Nope. I'm just moving my windows around so I can see my screenshot and chat simultaneously. Unfortunately, when I drag it to the corner, it's snapping. And I don't want it to snap. I need to be aware of that and stop just shy. There. Got it. Jumpy says, my house just went crazy. Icy Fox got here and the dogs are besides themselves with joy. So what you're saying is Icy Fox is cool and the dogs know this. Perfectly reasonable. Right, trade. Doubt you've refreshed, but no. I was right. I was right to doubt it. So dark oak, regular oak, and a little bit of spruce. Although I may already have some spruce blade up. Oak stairs. Okay. Oak. Don't think I used any oak slabs. But spruce planks, spruce stairs. And it's dark oak logs. Which I may have some in. Here. I knew I had some. And oak. Actually, that should do. I'll need more spruce than that, but not by a lot. I'm kind of happy with what I've got. Yes, Cruz is happily on her lap, and Moss already showed her his favourite toy. I brought you my toy. I love you this much. I get that when I visit my sister. Her dog brings its favourite toy. Look, I brought you a toy. Like, thanks. From in here, I've got space that I can do this and this. There's a stone cutter in here. Bed's downstairs, so let's move that up. And same with the crafting table. At some point, I'll put the copper bulbs in. I haven't brought them with me yet. Respawn point set. And I can probably see what I'm doing. This goes at least across. Some of it will need to go down, but for now, we'll take 2 stacks of Tuff, turn them into Tuff bricks. As I say, these blocks, some of them will be removed and replaced, and that's fine. I can confirm the puppers are very happy and they have good taste because you are their chosen person. It's just how things go. Also, what could be an icy fox? Let's see. As I say, there will be a map on the wall, although I describe it as a billboard more than anything else, but that's not yet. This bit over here, whilst it doesn't need to go all the way across, I'm going to do all the way across. There are blocks that aren't visible, so this block won't be visible. However, that's okay. I'm only wasting a couple of Tuff. Well, specifically 4. So, not a huge deal. This. So we are nearly finished. I don't think we're going to quite manage it. So we are 4 blocks short. More will go on the sidewalls. However, I'm going to do exactly the number I need for that little section. And we can work out the side bits afterwards. My main priority is putting the wood in. That. And then dark oak log should be there, going across all the way to the back wall. It should line up. This point. Perfect. Back here. This goes across. This goes across, and then that goes across. Whee! Graceful. Come off speed. And land. Potato! Welcome in bowl fries. Potato. Boil them, roast them, stick them in a stew. Or just make fries out of them. All are options. You know. Is any option more valid than another? Whew, who am I to say? Be sure that's where it's supposed to be. If not, I'll tear it up. I was right! Nice. I was fully expecting that to go wrong when we find out that I was lined up with this block. Some options are better than others. You don't have to look at me when you say that. You can, but you don't have to look at me. Right. Nice. I may have grabbed more dark oak logs than I needed. But fundamentally, it's only 2 stacks of material. Not a big deal. So, from here, I probably need to work out where the uprights are. There are more dark oak bits kind of here-ish and here-ish. There's a flat roof at the top and then it's sloped through to the side. Uh-oh. Protect the villager from an undesired shock without starting a fire. Did it hit this lightning rod? Is that too close? We're okay! They're alive. Whew. But we may need to sleep. Wait, is that the first time it's hit the lightning rod within sight of me? That's surprising. Now I'm really worried about... Oh no, they're still okay, because he's just spawned. They're all dying. Including the spider jockey. Anyone over here with some copper armor that I can murder? I know it's not that valuable, but I don't have a lot of copper. And I quite like grabbing it. Right. It would be a certain number of blocks from the end there, a certain number from there to go up. I probably want to just focus on placing the stairs across and up, and I can work out the rest afterwards. We're going to need tough brick stairs. We'll do a stack of those. Like so. And crafting table. I picked it up from downstairs. I wasn't sure whether I had it on me. Go with oak stairs. That's not going to be near enough. We'll do that. And that. And that might be enough. Probably not, but might be enough. And do another stack of stuff brick stairs. Whee! Landing. This seems wrong. It is wrong. But I know why it's wrong. Disconnect. Connect. Yeah, so in the creator world, I did the bookshelves 3 blocks high here, and it shouldn't be. So actually, that whole bit is 1 block too. Darn it! These need to be changed out. I want it 2 blocks tall, because that's what fits with the downstairs. This explains a lot. Are we toughing the roof? We are. It's tough on the inside downstairs, brick on the outside. And then it's tough on the outside up here, on the inside. Look. Close it. Or should I say shut it? Yeah, so that is annoying. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It just needs to go up 1 block. Which is fine. And this is why we find these things out now. Stone cutter? Oh, moment. Sorry. Fixed. Tough brick. These need to come out and it needs to go up 1. I'm sort of surprised it's only 1 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, so it is only 1. Let's chop them out. I'll go pick them up in a minute. I want to double check before I put the stone back in. But not because I think it's wrong. More of I want to be doubly sure before I put the beams in again. Just based on the outside, if the wall goes up there... Actually, that seems fine. I'm confident it's probably fine. Maybe. Like that. We hop down like this. Pick up all this stuff. It'll be the same amount of stripped dark logs needed. So as long as I've picked up everything, I don't need to strip any more. No one needs to see me stripping more. Or whatever the expression is. Boop. Gracefully land on this side, so I can double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th block here, place it. Oh, missed one. Stripped. That goes there. I suspect I'm going to need more tough brick, so we'll make it up. Worst case scenario, if I have too much tough brick, we need to use more for the downstairs. Well, the stairway downstairs. Streaking in stream. Ooh. Ah, not what I thought you meant. I thought you were about to announce that you've done X number of streams in a row now. That kind of streaking. I was wrong. No one shared a stream streak today, which is kind of surprising since they unlocked the feature so that even lowly affiliate streamers like me can have streaks. We've had someone share a streak pretty much every stream. That's wrong. That seems off. That is wrong. Have I done this whole build wrong? Because that's definitely... Oh, what have I done? This is 3. This is 4. This is 4. I feel like this one should be here. I think I did 4, and then it would be 4 again, rather than checking. Pretty sure it's supposed to be 3 in the middle. We'll double check. Disconnect. Reconnect. Do I see that? I bet I'm at 1. How do I see that? Oh, Oh, winch knows. These 3 in the middle, 4 either side. I knew it! The advantage of having the creative server and the survival one both up at the same time. That was not the plan. Alright. Ow! Why am I sneezing today? Why do I sneeze so often when I'm streaming? Is it the concentration? I bet it's the concentration. So this would be here. My castle. There's slabs. Can't click on the chest to place a slab. That's annoying. Boop, not chest. Crafting table. So that is in the right place. That isn't. Dragon coin. Exactly, that's the one. Nope, I was going to say caught it. I didn't. I'm a stream streak of 2! Congratulations. I have to say, I've been here every stream since I first streamed. I mean, that is dedication. True dedication. No one else has been here every stream, I don't think. Pretty sure. slinks out of a lurk to surprise hug attack Jumpy Spider Lady. You have received the hugs. Well done, Jumpy. Danielle has chosen you, and Danielle has chosen wisely. You have chosen wisely. Is that what he says in Holy Grail? Not Holy Grail. Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail. No, it's not Holy Grail. What is the name of the one where it's the Temple of Doom? No, it's not Temple of Doom. What is the third Indiana Jones film with? And is it Han Solo? Not Han Solo. Nope. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I knew that. The third one with the Holy Grail and James Bond in it. I know Sean Connery did a lot of other things other than James Bond, but, you know, fundamentally, James Bond. Oh, that's not Raiders. Oh, what is it? Temple of the Lost Skull. No. That's not Raiders. What is it then? What? It's not Temple of Doom. Harrison Ford. Thank you, Jumpy. My brain cannot think of it. That goes there. Means this can go here. What? Last Crusade. Thank you! The annoying thing is, I know that. But yet my brain went, nope, you can't have this information. Why is... My brain is on go slow. I'm not saying that my brain is normally on go fast, but still. Hit F12 accidentally when typing. We've all done that. It's not just you. I've done that many times. I love that. If I get the angle just right, I don't even have to think about this. It's not streamer brain. My brain has been turned off the last few days. And I think it's because it's gone, you don't need your brain right now. You're not working. It's fine. And it's mostly right. I mostly don't need my brain. However, at times, I wish it would work. F12 is so far away from the letter. How? Letters. Ah! Oops. Actually, I think I press F11 more than anything else. I don't know how. It just happens. This is good. I want the mirrors on this side. So we go one here and 1, 2. No! If you get the angle right, you can then just switch off whilst you're placing things. If you don't get it right, it very quickly goes very wrong. Oh. Ta-da. The other day I typed my phone number into the machine at Asda to get the scanner. Then the scanner broke, so I went to get a second one and had forgotten the number. I had a problem with a self-service scanner recently because I went to Tesco's and scanned my club card, and then it went bing and someone picked up my scanner, and I went, I'm pretty sure that's mine. They went, oh, sorry, I thought, because they tried to scan on the other set, so you end up with a screen and a scanner, and I'm going to say 25, 30 handsets around it, and they were using the other one for the other wall of scanners, and then picked up mine. I went, I'm pretty sure that's mine. So I said, they were, oh, sorry, and then I took it and I went, I can't check. There's no way of seeing now, because when you unlock it, it says, hi Zach, and you go, oh, that's me. But once you pick it up, it doesn't say that anymore. So I had to go, how do I check? And they told me, oh, we just put it back and then you can get another one. I'm like, okay. pretty sure we've got quite a few of these, and it's only the last bit where it's like 6 blocks apart. I need to really worry. I can afford to do maybe 2, 3 more rows. 3. Do the other side over here. I'd like to do it in parallel so that it's easier for me to tell which ones I've done and which ones I want to keep it even so I can see the gap in the middle and it's satisfying. And again, all this stuff on the outside should be stairs, although again I'm a little bit worried about that bit. I don't remember seeing the window. Let's have a look. Do you fix the off by 1 issue with the beams? It wasn't really an issue. Okay, so that is actually fine. Which does mean I need to fill that in by 1 block, otherwise you end up seeing the stair. Well, that's a problem, just slightly wrong. Slightly weird. The off my 1, no we didn't, was over here. So essentially, I've built this 1 block closer to here because it doesn't matter, there'll be a wall across here. When I initially designed it, I figured, oh, I'd have like an opening here and then that gives me the ability to have a window or something back here, but I have designed it in the survival world where these stairs go here, which is fine because it's supposed to be a wall. So it was, I couldn't fix it and other than building it completely again because the entire staircase would have to move over by 1, and I'm not worried about it. It just means that to compensate, in here where we turn left, this block here, line with the doorway, is right next to the stair, whereas in the survival world it goes like that and then the stairs go down. So it doesn't really matter. If anything, I prefer it on the survivor. I prefer it with a slight bit more steps so it doesn't feel like you're stepping out here and then go fall down the stairs, because that seems health and safety nightmare. Oh yeah, I want to work out this in the middle. Okay, so it's 4 slabs at the top, so it's a gap of 4. Gotcha. So yes, technically an error, but not what I care about. Nor am I going to do anything about it. No falling down the stairs, you might hurt yourself. I have fallen down the stairs many times in my life, and it has hurt. So I fell down the stairs a couple times as a teenager. I used to suffer from fairly bad migraines from ages, I'm going to say 13 to about 25. They peaked and were at their absolute worst when I was probably early 20s. Maybe 18, 19 to maybe 20. Maybe 19, 20 was probably where it was at its worst. And the migraines were quite severe to the point where I had some, I think they were termed grade 2s, which is where, so a grade 0 is a mild headache. A grade 1 is where it starts to impact your ability to function, your ability to do things. Like less balance, less kind of a little bit, let's say debilitating, but yeah, it limits your ability to function, and a grade 2 is where it stops you from being able to function. The most scared I've ever been was having a migraine. I was standing in the kitchen cooking dinner, and I had a migraine come on, and I could feel it coming on. and I went, oh, I feel a little bit unsteady. So I remember I ended up leaning against the side just to go, oh, I feel a bit unsteady. I'm just going to put my arms on the side. And I was looking out of the out towards the hallway, and there was my ex stand there, and I couldn't move. And I couldn't say that I couldn't move. I felt like I was stuck in my own body, and that was the most scary moment I've ever had. It just felt horrible to not be in control of my own body. I couldn't do anything. It was, horrible. But back to migraines. It was when I was early teens when it started, and there were some that affected my ability to walk. I need to either sit down. I had a few times where I fell down the stairs because I was unable to keep straight. Thankfully, all gone. The only other time I've fallen down the stairs was more of a so I have some brokenness about me in the just sports injuries. So I have, for example, knees that are a little bit worn out. I used to do a lot of cycling, off-road cycling, hardtail, where with SPDs. If SPDs are like cleats that you have on your shoes, so you are clipped into your bike, which means you can get more speed. But it does mean your knees take a little bit of a hammering when you are the suspension. But I had some wear and tear on my knees from that. And when you have pain in your knees from standing, so when you step onto your knee and it hurts, the instinct, funny enough, is to go, "Ooh, that hurts," and take the weight off of your knees. Which is a problem when you're walking down the stairs, because then you go down the stairs. Joppy says, when my daughter first started sleeping in a room not right next to me, she was a toddler. I had a baby monitor. When I heard her cry, I panicked so much I fell up the stairs. There were only 3 steps. Sometimes that can hurt just as much. Depends how you go. Welcome in, Donut. Can confirm this about knee pain. You kind of learn, actually, falling down the stairs, not a good idea. It may hurt. But I can make sure I sit down on the stairs instead of going, "Oh, ow, ah!" and then losing balance. You learn that after falling on the stairs once, maybe twice. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of issues with my knees. There are times when I have aches from it, but it's normally when I've done a lot. And that's kind of okay. I can take that. Also, welcome in, Donut. How was your Christmas? There is a zombie in the library. There is no longer a zombie in the library. I fixed that problem. Did not hurt as much as falling down the stairs. Only done that once. Was surprising. Was stupidly racing down the stairs with a friend as a teen. Sprained my ankle badly. It's a bad ankle now. See, when you're young and you injure yourself, you go, "Ow, that hurt." When you're old, it's damage, lasting damage. Sometimes it's from damage when you're young. I messed up my knee pretty badly in the army, and now it just randomly pops out of joint and can't support any weight. Not good when on stairs. Nope. Right, we are not close enough yet that we need to worry about the top. However, we're not far off. I did it wrong. Oh, that's okay. How many more? Oh, wow. I was expecting to see at least another stack of stairs before running out, but that's okay. I've got more oak, so it's not a problem. Christmas was quiet, just played video games and all... Christmas... Played video games all day. We kind of chilled, we played some games. I may have discussed this in the past. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. No, last Christmas, Mrs. Dragon and I were playing It Takes Two. Pretty enjoyed it, but we had throughout the whole of 2025, we didn't find any time to play it. I think we did a little bit in February, and then we hadn't touched it. I went, I would like to play it over Christmas, and so we played a fair bit over the last few days. In fact, if I look at Steam, it'll probably tell me how much I've played over the last week, I think. It Takes Two. Does it tell me this week? I know it does. I just can't remember where. Give me a second. Nope, can't see it. But essentially over the last... Oh, we played 14.4 hours. Oh, I've played 14.4 hours on Steam for the last 2 weeks, and I've only played 2 idle games for a very short time just to pick up the free rewards, and we played It Takes Two. So yeah, we've done a few, probably about 12 hours of It Takes Two, and we've now finished it. We have finished the campaign, the story, and we intend to try and find all of the mini games. So we very much enjoyed playing through it. We completed it and had a moment where we went, yes, and had high fives and hugs and like, yeah, we did it, we're an amazing team. So we started it like November 24 and then played it a bit over the Christmas period last year and then didn't finish it. Finally got around to it. GG Split Fiction next. No, however, not a terrible idea. I went through... So I spent a little bit of time looking at Steam at games that are good for co-op. And I think I highlighted 3 or 4 games. I went, I think this would be a good thing for us to do next. So there was Brothers, there's Unravel 2. I can't think what else there was, but there was a few co-op games, and it's like, yeah, I want to play a co-op game which has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I like playing games that end, which seems like a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. Oh, this doesn't need to be here because it stares. Yeah, and across. Yeah, I like a game that you can play and complete and then celebrate the fact that you've gone, I've conquered it. It feels like an achievement to do that. I like it. And this is coming from someone who plays Minecraft a lot. A game that notoriously doesn't end. Vicky, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. 38 people. Please tell me about what were you up to on stream today? I didn't even see you go live, which is unusual. Normally I would see you in my list, but I didn't see you. Oh. Time to game Pixel Gun. Were you playing Pixel Gun? No. Go. Right, let me catch up with chat. Sorry, I was highly distracted. Give me a second. So put that full screen so I can see all of the messages. And I can welcome in everyone. Welcome in Boods. Lurking. Wow. Philippe. My brain is clearly not working. I didn't know my raid started. Oh. Okay. Go to bed, please. I got super fruit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Vicky. And that sucks. A lot of people have ended up ill this time of year. Mrs. Dragon was unwell on Christmas Day. So we struggled through it. And she's still recovering, but it does kind of suck. Boomer in Disguise, welcome in. Dirt. Divis? I think I've got... Nish, hi everyone. Vic is not well and going to eat and going back to bed, as she should do. Look after yourself, please, and I hope you feel better soon, Vicky. Thank you everyone for coming in, and thank you very much for the follow, Lurikin. I read it correctly this time. I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Zach. I'm a variety streamer, although I do play a lot of Minecraft. So we are in my solo-ish world. It's called solo-ish because it's my solo world, but I do invite people in to join me and work on projects. Let me land gracefully. Well, I tried to land gracefully. It didn't work. Ah, Philip, Relaxed, Quasar, and Dirt all following. Thank you very, very much. Hey, hey. Graceful-ish. Hey, I tried. Merit for trying, right? I forgot what the name... What did we call it? Awinge knows the name of... Is it Mark? Something like that. I can't remember. Gold star indeed. Thank you. This is my town square that I'm going to be putting shops around. Each of the shops is going to have a function. I like the idea of having a world that we live in. Seaboots, thank you very much for the follow. And so I want to build lots of things around that it gives me an excuse to go to it. So whilst we have the market square here, I want to have shops that give me storage for different things. So a banner shop, so I can go, yeah, I need wool. There is wool in here. Although I haven't moved much wool in there, it's currently growing. Pots, same sort of thing. You can come in here and pots and terracotta. It kind of makes sense. And we have several designs for things already laid out in my creative world that we need to build in here. So there's going to be a pub on this corner, a car park over there, a community garden. There needs to be a florist over there, a clothing store over there. We are currently working on the library, which is a little bit more fleshed out in my creative world. I will take this opportunity to say I am partnered with Nodecraft. I have been for a long time. If you need servers, consider them. They do a great job. Right, so this is the creative world, which houses the library as it's supposed to be built, and what we're kind of doing with it. I built it standing in the sky, as I needed to work out this staircase, which is all done. I'll show you in the survival world in a bit. Logging cabin is already built in the survival world, and there's a few bits in here that we haven't built over there. So the pub, for example, this is a collaboration with Whitefire, a very, very talented Minecrafter. And Oberon Pirate, thank you very much for the follow. This all needs to be built. The idea of the pub was I wanted to have somewhere to house my collection of mob heads. And so a pub called the King's Head kind of made sense. I need to design up here to have a couple bedrooms, just so I've got somewhere I can sleep that's within the town square, and then a basement needs to be designed for storing said heads. But I'll get around to that later. The library, which will be there, is a priority as we're going to start recording channel point redemptions, subscriptions, and gift subs, etc. in the library. So that's why I'm keen to get this done before the new month. I'll say this, although it's not here, it's over there. But you get the idea. This bit will be over there. I should copy and paste it over there. It's just that while I was working on it over here, not over there. I can copy it, but with how complex the cloning's going to be, I may do a backup first. I do not trust my vanilla cloning enough not to make a backup first. We head on back over to the survival world. So the library, which is currently interrupted by sheep, is here so we can store records. So I want to have books for subs and all the rest of it. And we've got a shelf per month. And enough space in here for about 10 years. I don't see a reason not to be playing Minecraft in 10 years, so I'm preparing for the future. This entire staircase needs decorating, because what it's supposed to be is tough brick with occasional depth added to it, but I haven't got around to it yet, and it's a low priority compared with doing the upstairs. This is where we're keeping all of my enchanted books. The idea being, as it's a solo-ish world, I don't need a villager for Aqua Affinity. I just need to get a few Aqua Affinity books, and then I go, yep, I'm kind of good for probably a few years. Each time I need a new set of armor, or someone joins me in the world and they need a set of armor, I might use a Aqua Affinity book, but then 42 books will last a while anyway, so I don't need to keep the villager around. The other idea is to fill up all of the bookshelves. So I had a villager that offered blast protection. I now have lots of blast protection. I won't need any more. Boomerang Disguise says, I personally do not like Minecraft, but I do wish you a very nice stream. Have a great evening. I do play other things as well. So be aware on Friday I'm playing Portal 2, a game that came out many years ago and somehow I haven't got around to it yet. And thank you very much for the follow. But yes, because I've been feeling inspired in Minecraft, I've been doing a lot more Minecraft the last 2 months. However, I'm a variety streamer. Collaboration hallway is just so I can record everyone that's joined me in the world. In fact, since I last streamed, I had Witherbag's head and Impis's head. I need to continue down here because there's a few people that have joined me and I need their heads. But I'll get around to it. Thank you for being so polite. Have a good rest of your day. Jumpy, you're an amazing person and I appreciate you. This is why Jumpy is the person I listen to more than anyone else. Not because I'm scared of them. But that doesn't hurt. Right. Jumpy, I need to put Jumpy's head in. I'll get around to it at some point. That's the sort of thing that I can do when I happen to do a bit of trading and end up with some spare armor. I've never been scary. You scare me quite a lot. But it's mostly your arrival sound that makes me jump. Right, this feels a little bit open, so we'll head upstairs and sleep before the mobs come in. And again, thank you for all of the support. A lot of the projects that I plan to build in this world are around the town square, but not everything. One of the first builds we did was a logging cabin that is way over the other side of the mountain. I like the idea of inhabiting a world and having a reason to travel through it. And whilst it's nice to have everything centralized, I've lived in plenty of Minecraft worlds where you have a central storage and everything is there. You don't have a reason to go and view things. You build a slime farm, you make slime, you get loads of slime balls, and then you go, don't come back there. But having a reason to pop a grass is something I was keen on having. So the logging cabin is where I get my wood. I'm not logging things outside, but if we head down the stairway, Marasaki, thank you very much for the follow. Wood farmed. Wood storage. Ignore the fact there's missing blocks. This is how all of my wood gets sorted. I'll show you the wood farm in a moment. Again, I need to do a little bit of decorating in here. But it's the sort of thing that I went, I kind of need the resources. So if I build the farm, it'll work beautifully. This is my AFK spot. I can stand in here and it keeps the bamboo farm active. Or I can just pull the lever and it's active the whole time I'm here. It's got a flying machine that goes across, cutting the bamboo. Bamboo sits on the floor, and all the time the flying machine is out from its parked spot at the far wall, the hopper minecarts will run underneath. In fact, if we go spectator mode, you can see the minecarts will run back and forth. Oh. I can fix this. In fact, I probably will. But they will run back and forth, pick up everything, and it's only when this is parked that they stop. I was not expecting him to teleport there, and I can fix that just by putting a roof on. But yeah, they will then sit here and unload, and it all spits out. Shoots across, goes up, hang on, up the water stream, and then over to the other side. Let's go back to survival. Sure, why not? We'll do that. I need a fishing rod, I think. I have one in here. Oh. I do not have one in here. This is fine. I don't need one. Would like one. What's the best way to get it? Can we make a hole? Or I can do this the silly way. We'll do it the silly way. Right, let's take another stack of this in case I need it. All I have to do is set those minecarts off and stop an Enderman teleporting to there in the future. Simple. I think I have a hole here, which I have not closed up, so we'll do that. Glide under this. We murder you. Beautiful. Then if I were to just slide under here, I should be able to push this. Yep. And this. And this. and this. So they're all parked away, and then we just fill this in. The slime blocks are two above, so none of this will be interfered with. There is a slight chance that I'll be able to see. Can I please? There, I made the jump. There's a chance I'll be able to see the bamboo from the other side of the room, but if I can, I'll change it. Yeah, now the problem fixed. And if I'm graceful, we do that. We're good. Right, I was still showing off. Ignore this stuff. I haven't tidied up since I was working in the area. This is a very simple area that hasn't been decorated, but it's fully functioning. We have all of the storage for the different saplings, mushroom blocks, etc. on the wall. And the idea is that I can come in with my fortune hoe, break out the leaves, and break out the trees. If I break this tree, for example, all the logs and saplings can fall on the floor. Underneath me is a hover minecart that picks everything up, picks it up and puts it into storage. So it's nice and tidy, not too complicated, and automatic. And even the stuff I've just picked up that I don't especially want to take with me, I just throw it in here. Put that in there. And it'll get sorted out. Does it count as graceful after you smack your face in a rock? I mean, it depends. It depends on what your minimal viable product is. My minimal viable product is I didn't die. So, you know, I'm pretty good at Minecraft today. I'm going to take the nether channel back to storage. It's quicker. Not a lot quicker, but quicker. It doesn't count as graceful. I read this one. Look at me being on top of chat for once. I'm good. Despite starting the stream with my brain very much switched off and unable to function, I'm keeping up. Now, if anyone came in as part of the raid and would like and would like to share what they got up to over Christmas, please share. I'd love to know. Did you get what you wanted? Did you enjoy your Christmas? Are you still enjoying your Christmas, or is it all over? It's in the past now, and no more enjoyment will be found. That goes in there. I think I have everything I need. Yeah, probably. However, while I'm here, let's just top up on those, and we're good. It won't take much just to finish the outer shell of the library. I mean, technically, as we are at the moment, it's functional and we can use it in the new year. However, a little bit more polish won't hurt. We have, let's go with those into, and we'll take it with me. I'd like to put something on the wall here just to break up the flatness to it. However, it may need to be something that steps forward of the wall, because on the outside I want the tuff. I want it to be a relatively flat, simple wall. It's a modern library. Modern libraries are boring. Oh. Just pick this stuff up as well, and this, and do the trip again. I didn't celebrate Christmas, but I had a lovely weekend. With the family, Friday we went to sale at a discount bookstore where we could get a whole bag of books. Handle of the bag could touch it. Wait, if the handles of the bag could touch, it counts $25 per bag. Wow, that's a steal. Well, it can potentially be a steal if you buy. I'm not going to say the right books, but you know what I mean. If you buy the books that are expensive enough. You know what I mean? Not expensive enough, but that can be a big saving if you're buying books that you would otherwise buy anyway and are expensive. Right, this looks like 6 white, 2, 4. It is. So we need another set of stairs. Right, I'm fairly confident that I'll need at least 40. Like that. Some of the books are used and some overstocked, but we definitely get more than our money's worth. Good. There are a lot of people that aren't necessarily aware of the difference between money saved and just cheaper than this price, and there is a big difference. Ah! I fell! So some people justify spending £40 on a book because normally it's £100. Like, yes, but would you have bought it at 100? Would other people have bought it at 100? If not, it's not worth 100. If that makes sense. It's not worth 100 to you. And there is an argument for if you are buying something you wouldn't otherwise buy unless it was cheaper, that cheap, then all they've done is find the right price for you to be willing to buy. Which isn't a bad thing. Some people justify their spending like that, and it's not always healthy. And I know that's not you, Jumpy. I just am very aware of people that will go, yeah, but it was cheaper, therefore I saved all this money. It's like, yeah, but you still spent out more money than you probably should be able to afford right now. Should be able to afford, that's not the right wording, but you know what I mean. People that can't really afford to justify buying stuff will buy stuff because it's oh, but it was really cheap. Like, yeah, but you shouldn't right now. I know people who are in debt and will still spend money they can't afford to spend. I'm a hoarder. It could be me. Could be. Right. From here, I'm pretty sure I go straight down and it's all the way up with, I think it's like this. Like this up. Like that. Let's do that and that. I'll do this one. I'll hop over to creative and we can double check. Fundamentally, if it's wrong, it doesn't cost me a lot to place it and then tear it down and put it again. I'm getting all my materials back. We sleep. Disconnect. Creative world. Just so I can pop my head in here. And I'm right. I love being right. Very unnatural, but I like it. And it's 2x2s in the middle. Yeah. Yep. So from here we go. Whoop, 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 like that. Let's offhand it. Nope. Offhand. Oh, it's so beautiful. Something I miss so much when I'm playing Bedrock. Just the ability to put it up and strip, put it up and strip. I love Bedrock. But it doesn't mean I have to love everything about it. I'm done. Welcome in. Good to see you. Ta-da! Then Then this gets filled in. That's filled in already. We've got crafting table over here. I'm going to need at least that many slabs. It will be more than that. But on the outside, we go like that. Connect this. This comes in and across and over. And here would be where we have our skylights. I do this. I just then I can read chat. Just like Java, Bedrock has. Ah! I can't read chat. Mistakes were made. Oh, and I dropped it. Do I care enough to go down for it? Yep. Just like Java, Bedrock has its good stuff and its less good stuff. Exactly. But I do spend a lot of time noticing those things because of how often I switch between them at the moment. I did jump on Bedrock more recently than I've played on Java. I helped Jen work on Slack's Big Dig. I helped. It's weird. I don't normally help. Very unnatural. Nope. Yeah, that's the one. So this goes across, connects. Boop and boop boop. The exact number? This hardly ever happens. Now I need 20 trapdoors. There's 2. I don't know what the conversion is. I can't bother to work it out. There's 10. That's a start. I would like to do it facing each other, just because it then allows me to open them up if I wish. Oh! I was wrong. It's a 2 in the middle, isn't it? If it's not a 2 in the middle, it is now. I was going to ask about 2B, but I didn't know if it would be okay. You never know. It feels it could have been hurt or some kind of awful thing, you know. Because I haven't streamed on TB a lot lately. I think my last stream on TB was part of the stream weekend. And the reason I've been on here more than I've been on TB is just because I've been inspired. I've had projects I've wanted to work on in here, whereas my list of projects for TB is a lot shorter. And I think there's a bit of a fear for me of if I stream on TB and run out of projects to do, I may then end up in a position where I might not be able to join for a stream weekend because I haven't got an idea of what I'm doing. That makes sense. Milo, welcome in. Milo, we need to work out an arrival sound for you. Just say it would be a good idea. If you chose something you would like that you can have attached to a command, so you can do it when you arrive in and I go, oh, Milo's here, it would make me happy. If you don't want to, that's fine. But just floating the idea. I mean, Jumpy has it. And if Jumpy can have an arrival sound, everyone should be able to. I've done it! There's a ceiling. There's no roof, but there's a ceiling. No! Like that. Thanks. I'm surprised you're allowed to use yours, to be honest. Where should I send the sound? If you have Discord, Discord is the best way of doing it. If you don't have Discord, we can work out other options. But Discord is by far the easiest for me. Right, that comes out. This goes in. We have some tough brick stairs. In fact, I may just do those first. Thank you, Jumpy. You heard the word Discord and you went, aha, I know how to help with this. And you did. You did help. And I appreciate it. No. I'm useful at last. I mean, I wouldn't say at last. I do. I'm on the server already. Good. I couldn't remember. And I know that we've had people in the community recently say that they don't use Discord, or there are some people in the community that don't use Discord. And I don't want people choosing not to use a platform to prevent them being able to enjoy all the things that we do. So if someone wasn't able to use Discord or didn't want to use Discord, I wouldn't want that to be the reason they couldn't have an arrival sound. I'd rather work out a way. Because I'm nice like that, despite the rumours that say otherwise. You haven't heard those rumours? Good. Then my threats have worked. This is taking more concentration than I thought it would. Let's go with these. Oh no, I have some Tuff bricks stairs. We'll use the ones up I've got already. There is some brick I need to place over there, and I don't think... No, I didn't grab the shulker box. I think I posted a drawing in a photo channel. I didn't see a art channel. Yes. Although... I hadn't even realised that. It hadn't occurred to me. It's technically a photo of art. It hadn't even occurred to me about that one, oh yeah. So at that point, I believe here we go slabs. It wouldn't be there because that would be a top slab and it'd be spawnable. I wouldn't want to do it here, so I probably want another row of stairs like that. Which means I'm going to use up this stack anyway, so let's just do it. I'll have to grab more Tuff in a bit. Sometimes I post drawings there too. It's a good... That's what Jumpy said. It's good for him. That's what Jumpy said. And I would hate to disagree with Jumpy. I'd also be afraid. But I'd also hate. Yep, good. If I had my wits about me, I could glide in on the side where it's open. But you know, why do something the easy way when you could do... Oh, darn it. The stuff's upstairs. I'm not scary. Shakes fist. I'm not shouting! That's the equivalent to what you're doing. Not throwing shade. Just spitting facts. I think that's enough. It's enough from you. I'm not scared, says a witch. And of course you're not. I mean, how could you possibly be scared of Jumpy? Jumpy's not intimidating in the slightest. Done all that bit. We've got stonecutter here. I will need at least a stack of slabs. So let's go with that. And I only need to cover up the windows. However, there'll be more Tuff brick needed elsewhere, so we'll just use it all. So here goes bricks. The same on the other side. The space between this layer and where the slabs are going is small enough nothing can spawn anyway. Nope. And because it's now a blocking bit, I can do this. La 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 la. All non-spawnable. Except this bit up here, but you know, we don't worry about that. Ooh. That's a point. This is spawnable here. But this bit needs to be covered up. So I suppose if I did that and place these against it, that would probably be a good way of making them non-spawnable and still keep access to the sky. Got it! I know what I'm doing! Just gives a little bit more depth. Yep. And you shouldn't be able to see the tough brick anyway from it. That took more focus than I thought it would. Hang on. I had to leave my desk because there was a cat the other side of a door, meowing, almost to say, "I love you, Daddy. I want to spend time with you." And now I have a cat. And that cat is Jasmine. If you don't know what Jasmine looks like, see that emote that Jumpy's using? That's my boop emote. It features Jasmine. And the artwork, fun enough, done by Jumpy. I think Jumpy did a good job. I hope Jumpy thinks that Jumpy did a good job too. Otherwise, why did you charge me if you didn't think it was good? Oh. Right, this goes in. Got that bit there to square off. I need to take out the other bits of skylight, but if we go whoop, whoop, and whoop, whoop, that's all blocking out the Tuff from downstairs and non-spawnable. One of my favourites. Of all the emotes you've done for me, Jumpy, which is your favourite? And why is it not A? Just asking. Got to know. It's going to be takeover. Shh. See, there are many of the emotes that I love, and I love them for different reasons. I used the mind blown one recently in someone's chat. I went, it's just I wished I had someone else's that I could use instead of mine. It feels wrong using my own emotes. Feels like self-promo, and I don't like that feeling. But I didn't have a mind blown one, and I needed it. It was just the most fitting emote. And I was looking and going, it's just such a cool emote. It's got bright colours. It does exactly what I want it to do. Might be, but it's really hard to choose. Mind blown. Yeah, that one. I just love it. It's exactly what I wanted. I think I need 5, but I don't know how that. How would I need? Surely be an even number. How did I get a... Unless I failed to place one somewhere. Or I broke one and it fell. Ah! Right, now that's annoying. There was definitely an even number of trap doors. Because the holes... There we go. Found it! Now this isn't the grandest building, but because it's a decent size to it and it's different from the other buildings, it's adding a lot of variety to the build. I appreciate it. For so long I've been flying over here and there's been this and that. And then those popped up and went, oh look, it's a market square. It doesn't really feel like it. If we build this and work on the library in the near future, then it will start to feel like it's actually starting to become a town square. If all the buildings are the grandest buildings, none of them are. Yes, but that's not my... I meant it's not an amazing build, but what I want is a bit of variety and I want the space filled in. Yes, thanks, Zug. Right, that is sort of done. Bookcases need to go in here. I need to do the stairs on those bits. Not entirely sure how I best do that, but let's plan. Get over here. I'm pretty sure it's through stairs that go something like that, something like this, something like that, something like this, something like that. Doesn't quite seem right, but Milo says, my friend asked me to draw him a custom version of one of the bosses in Bloodborne. I saw the boss he wants. I just realised I don't know how to do a spine. I mean, some people don't know how to have a spine. Oh, Jumpy being a sweetheart. Send me a DM if you want. Maybe I can help. Jumpy is a very, very talented artist. Okay, so I did it one out from there. That makes sense. Yes, Jasmine? I'm being meowed at. Take this out. And this up. So this bit does, that bit doesn't. I think I understand the requirements. That seems right. Like that, like that. There's an argument for this becoming a full-on square. Let's land over here. So if that was changed out to be a top one, then the oak wouldn't be in the right place. Bit difficult. Off by one, not off by... Not... If I'd have done it and when I quite like it, then it would have been fine as it was. It's not a needs to be exactly the same, just a try it. And if I preferred it that way, I would have gone, yeah, I think I'm overriding and doing it that way. Not home, but I miss my 8 cats. 8 cats? Oh, I'm jealous. Sorry, Jasmine, I didn't mean that. She's sitting right next to my chair. And I went, oh, I wish I had 8. I mean, I'm perfectly content with the 1 cat I have. Right, just like that. We do this, we go down, and we go up, and we go... That, like that. Now, if I'm clever... I'm not clever! Never mind. It was worth a try. We'll just use Tuff brick to... do it the old-fashioned way instead of flying. We use scaffolding. This counts as scaffolding. I don't use actual scaffolding. It's horrible block. Do not agree with it in the slightest. It's just wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 stairs. That's rather annoying. 5. It counts as 4. Means now I have 3 stairs that I probably won't use. You remember when I said I had baby kittens or a lot of work and stuff? I don't remember there being 8. Ah! Ah, well, that one can rot on the side. Who needs it anyway? Oh, well, I picked up anyway. This comes out. Okay. I am quite content with that, actually. There's plenty more to be done here. We've got the entrance hallway. I suspect we'll be back here tomorrow, and I may remove the sheep. Maybe you could do a full block at the end of the crossmember. I could do. But if I did that, then we'd lose this bit of oak. So, I mean, and it would look too square. I think I prefer it as it is. My mother cat had 5 kittens. Wow. That sounds cute and adorable. I want them all. Sorry, Jasmine. Why are you on my desk? Come on, hop off. Like, I mean, I didn't actually tell her to hop off. She just hopped off anyway. Jasmine uses my desk as a way of getting to other places. Let her stay. Oh, I didn't actually kick her off the desk. But she will use my desk to get up to basically her sleeping box. Or on the other side of my desk, I have boxes, storage boxes, plastic ones. They're both really useful, and they are really useful. And she seems to enjoy sitting on them for short periods. Right, it's sleep time. So let's go upstairs and sleep. I'm about done because I had an early start. Oh, there are monsters nearby. I cannot. Okay. Where won't there be monsters? I know. Ah! Hello, Jasmine. Jasmine is now on my desk again and going off to her box. See? I told you. She only uses my desk in passing. She's not allowed to sit on the desk, but also she's never tried. Ooh, I do need to tidy the back end up. I have not done the Tuff stairs over here. So that needs to go there. To this point. We go across. All the way over to here. Drop down. Place this. Go and all non-spottable, and we can continue that down. Well, that's a project for tomorrow because I'm tired and want to go to bed. Give me 1 second. Boop. I appreciate there's now red bars at the top and bottom of the stream, but that's tough. I'm not in full screen mode. We've got to find someone to raid over to. Ooh. There was a thing I wanted from... I just joined Vexport. Welcome in. I'm sorry. Bad timing. I will be back streaming tomorrow, and I would love to see your name in chat. Let me find someone to raid over to. I have options. So, I know where I would like to send you. I would like to send you to 9.5. 9.5 is a laugh. She does a lot of stuff for charity and a lovely human being. There was something I wanted to ask 9.5 if I could have an audio clip of. I can't remember what it was. She came to mind when I was doing my channel point redemptions. I'm thinking I would like an audio clip of that, and it was going to be something along the lines of Welcome to the Fart Zone, but I don't think that's... Oh, it was! That was exactly what it was! I remember now. So, one of my channel point redemptions I would like to create is I want to enable a data pack for rockets to sound like farts because it's funny, and that's a channel point redemption I would like. And she has an audio clip of her saying "Welcome to the Fart Zone." I would like that clip to play when someone redeems it. Anyway, we're going to raid over to 9.5. You're going to make me look good by doing a copy paste on the raid call. This raid is over 9,000. If you have access to my emotes, it will look better than that. It will look like, wait for it, like this. If you haven't got access to my emotes, then, well, just take that bit out or use an emote that you do have. But head on over, be awesome to 9.5. She is a lovely person and well worth spending some time with. So go and enjoy and send some love. And I'm going to beg and plead 9.5 in chat to ask if I can have the audio clip because I need it. I need it. And I consider 9.5 a friend. She might not consider me a friend, but you know what friends are for. They're for asking favours. Isn't that right, Jumpy? And that's why you're recording audio clips for me. Anyway, thank you again for your company. Head on over, be awesome. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And hopefully my brain is intact and functioning a little bit better than today. Wow, I can't even get my words out straight. Oh, happy Mark? Malcolm? No. Martin? I can't remember his name. It's going to bug me now. Anyway, go on over, be awesome. Thank you very much. Goodbye.